Hi, I'm Maria Pak.
Hi, I'm Amanda Chang.
Hi, I'm Naina.
Hey, I'm Ming.
Hey, I'm Seema Gururaj.
Hi, I'm Khashoggi and I'm here hanging out with Unboxed.
And I'm hanging with Unboxed today.
Hanging out with Unboxed today.
Hanging with Unboxed today.
Hanging out with Unboxed today.
Hey, I'm Seema Gururaj and I'm hanging with Unboxed today. Today my story is about that of being patient, that of redefining myself multiple times during my career, my professional career, during my life, and that of taking advantage of every opportunity that came my way. So that's the story I want to share with you today. It began like a traditional immigrant story. I came here to do my master's in computer science, and after that I went into the tech field, worked at IBM for 8 years, and my career there was fantastic. Traditional corporate career, awards, patents, publications, promotions, things were going fantastic. I was tagged to be leader of the future, and there was amazing potential. I was on an all-time high. But that was the time life happened for me. In my personal life, there was a situation where a family member of mine, my daughter, was diagnosed with a serious medical condition. She was 2 years old at that time. And I remember that phase, it was a very hard phase for me because you're trying to be your best at work, and at the same time you don't know what's in store with your life, with your family. There was so much going on. Deadlines were deadlines, and at the same time, the intellectual part of you was struggling with the personal part of you. But that was the time I sort of chose to take a break from my career and eventually resign. While that seems like something that should have been a no-brainer, in all honesty, that was very hard because there's an intellectual part of a human being, of a person too, that needs to be nurtured. And I found myself slowly gravitating towards volunteering and doing different things to keep that part of me alive. After that, I sort of found my niche. So then my story was about re-entry into the workforce. And I remember an ally, a very close friend of ours, taking my resume from my hand and saying, I'm going to put it on the manager's desk at my company for him to take a look at. That's what allyship looked like. And it was because of him that I actually got an interview call and actually got a job back in the corporate world. But that was a time where I also had an opportunity at the Anita Borg Institute to lead the Grace Hopper celebration. And of course, I had to take the path less traveled. I had to explore that. And that's what I did. So I was the director of the Grace Hopper for about 5 years. And it's so interesting because I remember when I took this opportunity and we went to this family gathering, and everyone was like, oh, I heard you got this job. What are you going to do? And we were like, grasshopper? Like, what is that? Like, why have you left this 6-figure tech salary and now you're doing something, people who are old do that. Why are you in the prime of your career going and doing something like grasshopper? And it's fascinating because the same people, the same gathering 3 years later, they were telling me that their husbands had gone to Grace Hopper conference and they'd heard about it and how amazing it was. I could almost see a very visceral visual reaction when these men would walk into the conference and see 10,000 amazing technical women who were doing amazing stuff there. Sort of that argument about where are these women, why can't we recruit them, would just melt within a matter of seconds. They knew we existed. And that's the sort of change that we wanted. That was the sort of social movement that I wanted to build.